So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy. I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
And that gets things running. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the pass is intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Dumfries. Ball's gone out of play. Here it is, crossed in. Keeper's dealt with that. Rovella. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, somebody who really has impressed me in many ways is Alessio Romagnoli. I mean,
Thuram! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Gol per l'Inter, ha segnato al 15° minuto, numero 9.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Foot in. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pavard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Hila. That's Lazzari. Rovella. Isaacson. Pavard gets a foot in here. Çalhanoğlu. It's Zielinski, out to the right. Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. Rovella. To Gendouzi. Castellanos. Now Mario Hila. Isaacson. Stood up well to him there.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. To Barella. Zielinski.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And the action is back on the way. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Gets a good foot in there. Martinez. He won't be happy with that one. Castellanos. Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinez. Thuram. He's found a way through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Inter Milan have their third corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zaccagni.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
He's played it back. Zielinski is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Thuram. Martinez, who does have an assist to his name. And he's in on... And Martinez! He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Spread it left. He's picked his way through. In by Di Marco. And he's taking no chances there. Guendouzi. Castellanos. Over to the left. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this